Hello everyone. Today I'm very happy to share with you about the TUM Chemical, SIT TUM Joint Chemical Engineering Program. My name is Bernard. I'm a faculty involved in this program. And today I'll be presenting together with Prof. Olaf from Technical University of Munich. The topic for today's presentation is engineering the chemical industries of tomorrow. So this talk will be on a 4 years full-fledged Bachelor of Engineering Chemical Engineering program. And you will be accredited by EAB, and of course, because of that, you can register as a professional engineer. So this is an overview of the talk today. I will talk a bit more about SIT, and this will be followed by Technical University of Munich, some sharing on the details of this university, if you have not already heard about them. Of course, details about this program. So just some introduction, details about the curriculum, as well as the requirements for admissions. So when you join SIT, you can expect to have applied learning pedagogy, right, in terms of the teaching, right. Of course, before that, we will do a holistic admissions to gauge your suitability for this program. Students will get an opportunity to go overseas, right, and some of our partner university overseas, in this case, Technical University of Munich, you have global exposure, right, and during this global exposure, potentially you'll be visiting some companies there. And of course, you get access to prestigious scholarships and comprehensive financial aids available. And you can expect to do an 8 months internship, right, in which we call IWSP, Integrated Work Study Program. So this internship can be done in Singapore or overseas in one of the companies that is relevant to chemical engineering. In SIT, we have very strong industry partnerships. So when you graduate, you can expect to find employment easily. Besides that, before you graduate, SIT has extensive career guidance provided by our Career Services division. So if you look over there on this slide on the right-hand side, right, so you can see some statistics. So up to about 93% of our students secure a job within 6 months of completing their final exams. And up to 90%, close to 90% of students read their first or second choice degree programs. So that means whatever courses you want to enroll in, you have a very, very good chance to enroll. We have, of course, the usual student clubs, more than 50, and lots of student activities organized per year within SIT. Our median salary of our graduates is around 3,300, very similar to other autonomous universities. With that, I'd just like to give you a bit more details about the various programs within SIT and how we are organized. So right now we have up to about 38 degrees programs and 7 partners. The 7 partners are listed at the bottom of the slide here. And in SIT, we have SIT conferred degree programs, and we have SIT joint degree programs. So the program I'm presenting on today is an SIT joint degree program with Technical University of Munich. Within SIT also, we have a SIT overseas university degree program. So in SIT, the faculties are organized into various clusters. So shown here in the colored boxes in the middle of the slide, right? I'm from the Chemical Engineering and Food Technology cluster, in which this program is housed. So of course, we have the other clusters from engineering, infocom technology, health, social sciences, and design and specialized business. So with that, I'd like just to hand over the stage to Prof. Olaf to continue the sharing session on Technical University of Munich. Prof. Olaf, please.
On behalf of Technical University of Munich, I would like to welcome you to my part of the presentation. My name is Olaf Hinrichsen, and I'm full professor of chemical engineering at the University of Munich. Moreover, I'm the responsible TUM person for the SIT-TUM joint program in chemical engineering. The Technical University of Munich was founded in 1868 by King Ludwig II, the same king who built the world-famous Neuschwanstein Castle. But the roots go back to 1040, when the brewery of Weinstefan was mentioned. As a side note, the Bavarian state brewery Weinstefan claims to be the oldest operating brewery in the world. It's located on the site of the former Weinstefan Abbey near Munich. Some numbers about the Technical University of Munich. More than 44,000 students who are enrolled in more than 150 study programs. 15 departments, but there's a smooth transition to the new school system. Several integrative research centers, such as the Munich School of Bioengineering, Munich School of Robotics and Machine Intelligence. More than 600 appointed professors. And last but not least, 17 Nobel laureates among alumni and professors. TUM is located in Germany in the Bavaria region. We live in an area where other people spend their holidays. Munich is the capital of Bavaria, not far away from the Alps. Our campus is similar to SMU, where our main campus is located in the heart of the city center. TUM is among the best universities, not only of the world, of course, also in Germany. In Germany, #1 of the universities, and of course also for the technical universities in Germany. And also our study programs, such as in electrical engineering or in chemistry. In the Global Employability Survey, TUM ranks #6. I think this ranking is the most important ranking because international companies rate TUM graduates as outstanding. You might still ask me, why should I choose TUM? I will answer the question in the same way as I would answer in Germany. Highly recognized degree qualification on a global scale, excellence in research and teaching, in particular in an interdisciplinary education, and strong links with companies and scientific institutions on a global scale. The greater Munich area, including big companies like Siemens, BMW, Linde, Allianz, or Infineon, to name a few. They have research centers as well as production plants in the Munich area. TUM has 6 campus locations, and we are proud to say that Singapore is the only overseas campus of TUM, which was initially set up in 2002. 2010 marks another remarkable footstep because TUM Create, the campus for research excellence and technological enterprise located at the NUS University Town, was initiated by the Singapore government. And in the same year, the SIT-TUM collaboration on 2 bachelor's programs started. Already 10 years, strong, fruitful partnership with SIT. I'm proud to be part of that alliance since the beginning. TUM is currently located at the Singapore Institute of Technology building in Singapore Polytechnic, also known as SIT at SP. To my knowledge, the joint program will be conducted in this building and at SIT at Dover, which is nearby. TUM is the top German university in Asia. and as I already mentioned, with a long-standing tradition with Singapore's top universities, NUS and NTU, and since 2010 with SIT. Some general highlights. The TUM joint degree programs are all offered in English language. Knowledge of German language is not required. The new joint program depends on a new curriculum and syllabus, partly taught by TUM professors. Whatever is taught in Munich is taught here by same prof, no distance learning. Block teaching, unique style of teaching, because you complete each module and take the exam before moving on to another. So you are more focused and can absorb info better. Industry relevance. Apply and implement your knowledge from classroom into the industry. We will have a main focus on Industry 4.0 topics, in particular with respect to data engineering and additive manufacturing. Global opportunities for internship and research. Complete internship and thesis either globally or in Singapore. Chemical engineers will still have a bright future since there is a high industry demand, as illustrated here in numbers and citations. Our CE program is focused on the following outcomes: to equip students with foundations in chemical engineering and to provide exposure to Industry 4.0 and advanced manufacturing applications. Because there is a high projected demand for chemical engineers with skills in data engineering and additive manufacturing. There is no similar chemical engineering program in other overseas universities programs. So no other program in Singapore like this. The program is based on chemical engineering foundation modules and offers 2 specializations: data engineering and additive manufacturing. The education goes along TUM's expertise in areas such as industrial automation, data processing and analytics, industrial software engineering, polymer engineering, to name a few. And the students also will profit from TUM's linkage in the world for the bachelor's thesis, integrated work study program, the IWSP, and the overseas integrated program, the OIP, which is still a valuable part of the program since you will experience the cultural differences. Due to the specialization and the focus on the IWSP, we offer a 4 years program leading to an honors degree of Bachelor of Engineering. From the listing of the modules, you can see that there is a deep dive into the specializations.
Thank you, Prof. Olaf, for the sharing. I'd just like to continue with more details on the program. So our students, when they graduate from this program, can expect to join the industries shown down here, the usual petrochemical industries, as well as the fine specialty chemicals, basically any industry that uses chemical engineering core knowledge. And job opportunities are shown in the middle here. All right, it can be anything from a chemical engineer, all right, involved in scale-up, or research engineer involved in more process development type activities, or process engineer and things like the production engineer, quality engineer, as well as more research focus as a research associate. So there's a wide range of industries you can practically join. When you join this program, all right, which is a chemical engineering program with Industry 4.0 slant, as you can see from the initial sharing and the next couple of slides. You can also hope to join new industries involved in data engineering, as well as additive manufacturing industries. In the next couple of slides, you will see the specializations that will equip you to join such industries. So in the development of this program, right, we have consulted many companies shown down here, as well as gotten input from EDB, Economic Development Board. The chemical industry outlook remains good in Singapore, but nowadays with the drive towards digitization, we have evolved this program to teach I 4.0 topics, in which I will give a bit more details in the next couple of slides. So this is the curriculum structure, and we organize the year into a trimester system in SIT. So as you can see on the slide, Tri 1 is from September to December, Tri 2, January to April, Tri 3, right, is from May to August. And in your year 1, you can expect to be grounded in your fundamentals, right? You need these fundamentals before you can do your core subjects. In which during your year 2, you approach the core subjects, especially in relation to chemical engineering. What you can note down here is during your year 2, Tri 3, you will be doing your OIP. OIP is what we call the Overseas Immersion Program. So you'll be flying to Germany and be doing fun stuff over there, in which I will share in the next couple of slides. So in year 3, you get to embark on your specialization from Tri 2 onwards. And in year 4, you get to do your internship, in which we call it as Integrated Work Study Program in SIT, plus your bachelor thesis. You spend up to 8 months in the industry. The industry could be located in Singapore, regionally, or in Germany. Companies, for example, like BMW, right, or Linde, right, or Evonik, depending on the availability of placements at that point of time. So throughout your 4 years, of course, we will embed soft skills in you, right? So in the next slide, I will share more details on this, right? So this is a detailed slide, right? You can always look this up online to see the topics that we'll be teaching you, right? As you can see from year 1, right, you'll be covering your fundamentals topics like physics, mathematics, right, biomolecular science. You'll also be learning technical drawing, CAD, right, and technical drawing, as well as your inorganic and organic chemistry, to get you to a sufficient fundamentals, to have a sufficient fundamental knowledge before you can approach your core in year 2. So, of course, there are plenty of lab modules involved, right, in which are embedded in some of the classes. During your year 2, you approach your core, and of course your OIP, Overseas Immersion Program, in which you get to fly overseas, right, and have some cultural exchange, right. In this particular case, you'll be flying to Germany, and also basically going to the Technical University of Munich campus. So in year 3, you will start to choose your specialization. So there are 2 specialization tracks you can choose. It can be data engineering or additive manufacturing. So if you look at year 3, trimester 2, if you choose data engineering, you'll be exposed to topics like Internet of Things, industrial automation, as well as eventually in trimester 3, for the data engineering track, you'll be looking at data processing and analytics. So basically, you try to figure out how to analyze a huge volume of data, make sense out of it, suggest some actionable information to improve the plant process. As well as industrial software engineering, and of course, you have some practical course on industrial automation. For the additive manufacturing track, you look at topics like the polymer engineering, polymer technology. Basically, look at materials they can 3D print potentially, right? And obviously looking at eventually on materials and failure analysis, right? And 3D printing, you have some practicals to do 3D printing. So basically in the 3D printing industry. They need to understand how to mix the chemicals in the correct way, in the correct ratio, in order to do their 3D printing, and potentially even develop new materials for additive manufacturing. Throughout these 4 years, right, shown down here, you will have soft skills embedded, shown as the light gray portion, colored words. So, for example, for those people that really want to study basic German, you get to choose to study basic German, but for you can choose to focus more on, for example, IP and technopreneurship. You can choose that. So you have options to mix and choose some of these soft skill modules depending on your interests. Or, for example, you can do operational excellence in your year 3, try 3, in which you learn things like Six Sigma, right? Kanban process, how to optimize the production. Okay, so one important thing is that we have our IWSP. I just like to highlight in your year 4 module. So you'll be attached to either a local or overseas industry, in which you get to do your 8 months internship, and you would also be involved in doing projects, which will account for your bachelor thesis, something that industry needs, right? So there'll be an industrial project that will help to contribute to the company eventually. After which, in Try 3, you will graduate from this program. So just a slide to talk about what you might be doing or will be doing, right, in Munich, and when you do your overseas immersion program. Spend up to 3 weeks, be doing some workshops, industrial visits to companies I mentioned earlier, like BMW, Linde, or some German companies. And this is an important part of your global experience, so that you get to see how the other industries in the world work, what is involved in the production of a certain types of chemical products. And as I mentioned earlier on, our IWSP Integrated Work Study Program, you spend up to 8 months, 8 full months in a host company. So this gives our students an edge. You can exposure to industry, what their typical practices, so that you can blend the theory you have learned, all right, together and with practice, so that you will have better employment opportunities in the future. If for those of you that are interested on the admissions requirements, you can look at this slide, or you can check it out online as well. Basically, we have students, we accept applications from polytechnic diploma holders, A levels, IB diploma, and US high school diploma, and other international qualifications as well. So with that, I will end the presentation. Thank you for your time.